1. Ohio drug bust. When Ohio police pulled over a BMW on Christmas Eve in 2012, they saw the boot was packed with Christmas presents, which the driver of the car was supposedly dropping off to a nearby family. However, the beautifully wrapped gifts didn't contain toys but almost 13 kilograms of marijuana, worth around $305,500. 2. Oxley family tragedy. On Christmas Day 1893, Adelaide businessman Henry Oxley and his family were found dead. The walls were covered in blood. Oxley was laying on his bed with a razor in his hand, and his wife and children had horrific head wounds. Carolers were initially suspected of the crime, but police eventually determined that Oxley murdered his family before his own life due to being in debt. 3. Santa suit slayings. On Christmas Eve in 2008, Bruce Pardo put on a Santa suit and drove to his in-laws' house, where he killed 9 family members, including his ex-wife. He then sprayed 18 liters of gasoline into the house and set it alight and left a booby-trapped car outside his divorce lawyer's house before taking his own life. 4. Sodder children disappearance. On Christmas Eve in 1945, 5 children from the Sodder family in West Virginia disappeared and were never seen again. Their father George claimed they were kidnapped by the Sicilian mafia as retaliation for his outspoken views. The family erected a billboard near their home offering a reward for information, which remained in place until the children's mother's death in 1989. 5. Donkey mishap. A nativity donkey in Andalusia, Spain was fatally injured after a 146 kilograms man climbed on its back to pose for photos. The man faced court, but the case was thrown out by the judge. 6. Chimney break-in. In 2010, Seattle-based Sean Chanel, 24, tried to convince police he was Santa after attempting to break into a house via a chimney. The only problem? He was naked and got stuck. When he was finally released by emergency workers, he was arrested and then sent to prison. 7. Christmas murder spree. Between the 24th and the 26th of December 1992, 6 people were killed in one of Ohio's worst ever mass murders. The killers, who ranged in age from 16 to 20, shot victims over 3 days on their spree. Police caught them and one received the death penalty. 8. Horror under the Christmas tree. In 2011, Michelle O'Dowd, 67, offered her friend Patty White, 41, a place to stay in her Florida home over the Christmas holidays. But when Michelle failed to turn up to work for her shift, her brother discovered her dead body under the Christmas tree, buried under a pile of gifts. White was sentenced to 45 years in jail for the killing. 9. First Christmas in Australia. In 1788, the makeshift colony of convicts and Marines experienced their first Christmas in Australia. When convict Michael Dennison stole a pound of flour, he was sentenced to 200 lashes of the whip. But the Christmas spirit prevailed, only 150 lashes were delivered instead.